Hello, my name is Brandon Hoffman with the Hoffman Group at Keller Williams Realty and Midlands Property Management. I'm going to go over some quick credit repair tips. It's really important that you carry good credit because it's going to affect everything from your ability to get a rental house, buy a house, get a car loan, get credit cards, even your insurance rates, and being able to open a banking account. So it's critical that you have good credit. I'm going to give you some super quick tips on easy things you can do to improve your credit. First of all, you need to establish good credit. That means you do need to pay your bills on time. Lates will trash your credit score in a hurry. Do take out a loan and pay it back on time. If you've already got some loans out there, car loans, anything like that, just keep paying them down. If you need to, a lot of small credit unions, Palmetto Citizens used to have a program like this. I don't know if they still do, but I would look into it. Borrow a small amount of money, like they would give you a $200 loan. You open up an account, put that $200 into the account, and then let them draft it back over the next 12 months. It shows that you've borrowed money and paid it back on time. Do have revolving debt, which is credit cards, and keep a zero balance if possible for that revolving debt. Now, I'm a Ramsey fan. I hate credit card debt. I think it's terrible, and I think it's terrible that carrying a little bit of debt will actually boost your credit score, but that's what credit cards do. So if you don't have any credit cards, get one, use it once a month to pay for groceries or something, and then when that bill comes in, pay it back down to zero and just carry a zero balance on there. That will actually really quickly boost your credit score up. If you already have cards and they have high balances, if you're carrying over a 50%, again, that's something that's going to wreck your credit score in a hurry. So if you can pay those down to under 50%, it'll stop hurting your credit score. And if you can get those down to a low percent or a 0% that you carry a balance on it, then it's actually going to start to quickly raise your score again. So if you have a lot of cards and you're struggling to pay those down, and I've been there myself, it can be done. Start with your lowest balance, and this comes from Dave Ramsey, Financial Peace. I'll give him a little plug. If you want to read a book, it's a great book. Start with your smallest debt, pay it off first, and then use that extra because now you got rid of all that extra payment, the interest, and start applying that payment to your next card, and you'll be able to work your way up the ladder and pay these debts off pretty quickly that way. And then lastly, do speak with a lender and get some recommendations because they can look at your credit score, see what's hurting you, and make a recommendation on what you can do to boost it. Now, a couple of don'ts. Don't necessarily dispute old payoffs. If you consult with a lender, they'll tell you what's dropped off versus what you might need to dispute or try to get rid of. Old disputes actually don't hurt your credit past a certain time frame, but if you try to dispute that, it'll pop back up as a new inquiry. So don't just automatically dispute old collections. That can actually hurt your credit again. There are certain credit repair companies and lawyers that I see advertising for a certain amount every month. One prominent one in my area charges $500 a month, and all they do is write letters of dispute against collections, which sometimes makes whole collections pop up. I kind of hate that because if they were really advising someone on what their best interest is, they wouldn't do that. You could take that $500 a month and apply it towards your debts, and it's going to boost your credit score much higher as opposed to giving it to someone just to write a letter, which frankly you could do yourself. And then one other tip, don't overdraw your account or have return checks. If you're trying to buy a house or get a mortgage in at some point, return checks or overdrawn accounts will pretty much be an automatic decline on that. So, again, that's where consulting with a lender can help you out because they can tell you what collections or what you might do or not do to help your credit. If you need a recommendation, I'm happy to get you hooked up with someone who can actually do that at no cost to you and check your credit and see what needs to happen to get you in position to buy or rent and get better rates more quickly. Again, hopefully this could help. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you have questions, my email's in the link. Feel free to shoot me an email or call me or text me with any questions you have. Thanks.